good bike. Has a solid front fork, so no shock, but it's a hub motor and it's really powerful, and it beats most of our other bikes in the shop in a drag race, which is kind of funny. It has a really cool seat post battery, so it's really sleek. You can barely tell it's an e-bike. Controller on the handlebar is really small and sleek too. It's kind of a wider tire. It's a conniption tire, and it has tread all the way to the rim on each side, which is kind of cool. You can turn as sharp as you want. It's a throttle bike. It'll throttle to 20. It also does pedal assist. The throttle doesn't work at the same time as the pedal assist though. You kind of have to push the button and switch it over, so that's a slight disadvantage compared to some of the other ones. The ZUMA also has those really cool kind of curved cruiser style bars. It's more of a relaxed sit back, kind of hang out. Someone like on a parkway, or I hear this a lot, oh yeah, I just want to take it to the country club and ride around and hang out with my friends. ZUMA has a bunch of different cool, fun, sharp colors that you can choose from. The hub drive I like because most customers want simple. They don't want to have to think, oh, I have to be in the ideal gear to let the mid-drive be in the perfect power band and everything. So it's easy to throttle. It's got one big long gear because it's a hub drive. Way simpler. The only downside is going to be like changing out a flat tire, but we'll do like flat attack or slime or whatever in liners and whatnot to make it so you don't have to ever worry about that. A couple will come in and they'll say, hey, we haven't ridden bikes in 10 years or whatever it is. A ZUMA, you can just jump on and you can throttle all the way up to 20 without changing any gears or doing anything. So that's kind of a little more simple, a little more ease of mind just as far as usability goes. You don't have to worry about necessarily changing gears if you don't want to. If you do change the gears, it's just for your legs. For the Metro, you can actually commute a little more with it because it can take some accidental potholes and things like that with all the suspension, and it has the fenders and lights on it already, so it's pretty much ready to commute. It comes with all the bells and whistles, which is sweet. It's got the fenders on it already, front and back light. It's got the rack, nice balloon tires, so it gets good shock absorption. It has front shocks on it, also the seat post shock, so it's a very comfortable ride. 500 watt rear motor, but it peaks at 750, so it keeps up with the ZUMA. It'll pedal to 28, throttle to 20. And you can do it simultaneously, which is nice. So you can be, let's say you're on setting 1 on the pedal assist going up a hill, and the hill starts getting steeper, you can just kind of use the throttle to give yourself a little boost. And then once you go down the hill, just keep the pedal assist in the same setting instead of going all the way up on the pedal assist and down. So it's kind of nice. Also, if you stop at like a light or a stop sign, you can use the throttle to really boost across and then just pedal from there. The trekking's cool. It's really cool to have a high bike, and the high bike is like the Lexus of e-bikes, so it's a really nice, well-made frame, wheels, and all that stuff. The Yamaha motor, so it's going to go further, way further distance per charge, almost double what the other two will do. The other two you're looking like 30 to 65-ish. The trekking's going to go a lot further. You might touch 80s with the Yamaha motor. With that though, you're only going to be able to pedal to 20 miles an hour. It's not a pedelec as they call it, to 28, so it's a little slower, but it does come with all the fenders and the lights, which is cool. And it does have a smaller tire, so if you want to be a little more careful on like potholes and stuff like that, because you could damage the wheel, but it's a little more agile with those thinner tires. You can kind of swerve in and out a lot better, but you're giving up a little bit of comfort. You're going to want to do hills with it, so anyone that's over like in the avenues, trade-off being it's a little more complicated because you have to shift up, where the other one you can just throttle. And it doesn't have a throttle. The trade-off with that is you're getting way further distance per charge, so it's kind of cool. The Magnum and the ZUMA are going to be speed sensors, so it knows when you're pedaling. It's an on or off thing, yes or no. Yes, they're pedaling, we'll put power into it. The Yamaha high bike is going to have a torque sensor, so you're going to start pedaling and it'll start out, and then you start pushing harder and it'll push harder. So it's very intuitive and it feels like it's your own legs doing it. Where the other bikes, you can kind of start pedaling soft and it's kind of a kick. It's a little more than what you want. More hills, up and down. Yeah, usually someone that's been riding a little more will come and ask for that one and be able to control it a lot better. There's a lot of controls on that bike.